I'm the brown girl. And we are here with some guests today. So I'm going to let the guests introduce themselves.
Yo, it's Armond Jamison, actor, model, starring in Boston to Philly.
My name is Shayne Witherspoon. I play Ant in Boston to Philly. Also a rapper, producer, and teacher.
My name is Eric Lovett Jr. I'm the director of photography for Boston to Philly. I also am a filmmaker as well.
Y'all sound nervous.
No, we chilling.
Who
nervous?
No,
we chilling.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Right, just making sure.
Yeah, so my spot up like that.
Oh, that's what I do. Oh, I'm the snitch of the show. Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, you Charlemagne.
Basically.
Yeah, we chilling.
She gets the gossip and snitch. You know, this is her job.
Yeah.
So why are you guys here?
Who should want to start this off? Oh, we're gonna start this off. I'll start it off. We're here to promote Boston to Philly. It's going to be on Amazon Prime coming soon. Actually, it's going to start. When is it going to come out?
I believe Sunday.
Sunday. Amazon
Like in
Prime.
2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
So if I'm a Prime member, I gotta pay for it?
No, you do not.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's the kind of movies I like.
Oh, dang.
Well, if you're not a Prime member, you could go sign up for like the month free trial, whatever.
That's all right.
Yeah.
If you're not a Prime member, why aren't you a Prime member at this point? It's 2018.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, our other co-host just showed up outside. Oh, see, you ducked out. See, I was going to leave you here alone with the fellas, you know what I mean? You got two light-skinned dudes, you know what I mean?
That was last year.
That's wild.
So, when did y'all start filming this movie?
We started like, go.
Yeah, I could take this one.
All right.
Yeah, so we started filming, I'm going to say March of 2015. And we went until about like June of 2016. So like it was about a year shooting, and then it was a year in post. Yeah, it was a lot of different changes we had to like in order to get it ready for like streaming. There was tons of post work that we had to do to just get it ready, which is something that a lot of people don't talk about until you actually do it. So this was like my first project that I worked on from start to finish, like, and just seeing being a part of like the whole post-production process was a good experience as well. But yeah, 2 years.
Okay. And what type of things did you think you learned from you saying this is your first time? What lessons did you learn about photography or movie making?
With movie making, for starters, patience. I like to think I'm a very patient person, and I got that tested during this shoot. But luckily, we had a very strong crew with us, strong cast. We became like a small family, which is amazing. So that helped throughout the process. The other thing I think we learned was just that filmmaking is not as easy as just like it's not as easy as just like picking up a camera and shooting. Like there's so much more that goes into it, and like as you go day to day, you start to learn those different just nuances. So like definitely helps for like future projects. So
my other co-host walked in, Mr. Barksdale, and there was some sly looks
over this Lincoln. I saw it.
I like it.
I saw it. I was like,
don't come from my HBCU, man.
This school went to.
We just inviting anybody up here these days.
You lucky I'm on
I didn't know he had that. He
I
was
didn't
going to
go
come
to
with that.
HBCU like I should have.
I'm just saying, look like we on camera right now.
We gotta screen the clients.
I mean, they didn't say they were like.
Where
y'all went to Lincoln?
No, I went to Cheney.
Okay. He can stay.
No.
He can stay.
No.
You see how it was an easy reach across the table though? Like no hesitation?
Relax.
I went to the University of Central Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can stay.
So I guess we cool.
Yeah.
Florida has no rank, you know.
Where you go?
University of Delaware.
Okay.
Damn.
Ouch.
Where'd you go?
Drexel.
Oh, yeah. I guess there's only one outcast here.
And that's fun. I dare to be different.
Okay. Very different.
I ain't scared of you.
Lincoln is kind of a school. It's kind of a school.
I mean, it is a school. I would never discredit their curriculum. You know what I mean? I just, they don't teach math class down there.
Now, back in the day, though, like, They did have a computer class, but no computers in it.
That's bad.
Oh God, I can't and I won't.
But this was like in the 90s, so you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, I remember we went to Lincoln and it felt like we was at like Sunset Park.
All right. Hold on. We ain't gonna be riding on my boy's school like that. We ain't riding on my boy's school.
Nah,
like
we
that.
can though.
He's a proud graduate. He's a proud
I'm
graduate.
saying we all graduated
too.
He a proud graduate.
It's only a comfortable boy.
Oh, you fresh out.
GPA 3.5.
Hey man, listen man.
All right, man. We supposed to be talking about
Yeah,
this.
we supposed to be. You know?
I knew as soon as I saw the Lincoln shirt, I knew where it was gonna go.
Yeah, and I wore it on purpose because I don't care.
Oh, so you listen.
I mean, it's the best colors though. I mean, that's the best way to represent Cheney with doing white colors on for
Yeah,
Cheney.
relax off of Cheney.
Y'all look like the
Yeah,
first
man.
HBCU, right?
Yeah, we are the
No,
first.
y'all not. Y'all not. Relax.
That's what I'm saying. They don't teach math.
Y'all not.
Man.
Y'all not. Let's not do that.
So, can I have a mic?
It's like Drake and Clinton.
So how did you guys get on Amazon Prime? I'm curious. And you might have said it when I was downstairs, but I'm curious how you got there.
Oh, we didn't say it yet because I was being addressed the whole time.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to answer that one?
You in your feelings now, man.
Not even.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I
All right, so I guess I
I
gotta talk about it then. Honestly, with everything,
Go ahead.
All right. So everything with Amazon Prime, I gotta give it up to Ralph Celestin, who he's the executive producer, director, and he plays Rome in Boston to Philly. He's been with the whole Boston to Philly post production. Like I started off in the first half, just making sure I was the colorist on it, and I did some assistant editing with the video with Boston to Philly as well. He brought in some extra post production help once things started to get serious at Amazon Prime, and it's just basically from what I was being filled in, it's just a series of just meetings. They had interest with the movie, but there were just things that need to be fixed, like having audio, like something as small as having audio on a certain track or something like that would throw it off. And like so, just back and forth, trial and error, just getting it right up until we were able to finally get passed by them, and now we're getting ready to go live on Sunday. So
Nice.
big right there.
Boston to Philly.
So,
yes.
I guess this is a question to the actors. I guess whoever wants to start. How'd you get into acting?
My story was kind of all over the place.
That's a
back then.
great watch, man.
No respect,
Yo.
I say. It's cool.
No, that's a great watch. I got the same watch.
He really, yeah, dang.
Yeah, that's a great
You want to
watch.
talk
Gold
about
and black.
let's talk about the watch, you know? Let's talk about the watch.
Okay, I'll go first. You want to go first?
No, you can go about the watch. He like your watch.
So I got into acting.
You can drink all that.
Oh, y'all getting crazy over there.
I'm sorry.
All right, so
yeah.
I always used to like play around and like act and like in the mirror when I was younger. I remember like in elementary school we did this play about Dr. Martin Luther King, and I was playing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the play, and I just like stepped away from acting, but I'm a teacher also, but every single day when I'm reading my lesson plans, it's like I'm acting.
Yeah.
So I just saw this opportunity on Craigslist and I just ran for it. You know?
So how you enjoy it? Like, is your character close to who you are, like in real life, or like I apologize, I haven't watched any of it.
That's come out.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit late to the interview, but the character that you play in the show, like, is it something like relatable or aligns with you or aligns with someone you know or something like that, or is it just like totally foreign from you?
It's like some of the issues that like I bring up in the movie, it kind of like coincides with like me,
Yeah.
but some stuff is like people that I know.
Okay.
So like the main message behind it is me, but
Yeah.
like some of the stuff that I do is really not me.
Understood. Mr. Lincoln?
Oh, we didn't even formally introduce ourselves. I'm John, by the way.
Oh, I'm Ish.
Yeah, what's your name?
Ish.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Anyway.
Y'all giving real aggressive head nods over there. Real aggressive, like, who can nod the furnace? You know what I mean? That's a good nod right there.
I'm chilling.
You ain't gotta prove yourself, man. You fresh out, man. You fresh
I'm
out.
cooling, you know? Nah, I like him, though. He's cool. I started acting around like 20, 2014. It happened when I was transferred around from schools and stuff. I went from school to school. I went to Lock Haven, and during the summer of going there, I was like, man, I want to start modeling. So I started modeling, and my boy was just like, yo, you should start acting. I'm like, for what? Like, I'm cool. I just like, dressing nice, clothes, pictures, I'm chilling. So one of my friends put me onto this thing called Book of Nimrod, a web series. And I started actually enjoying it, like getting into character, prepping, learning monologues, and starting, actually studying it. So then I started doing it more. But then I got kicked out of Lock Haven because I was doing a lot of family issues, personal stuff. So I got kicked out of school. And I was like, what am I going to do now? So that's when I started, going harder in acting. I started taking acting classes. I got an agent. I just started working my way up. And then being on Boston to Phil, I don't know if it was fate or it was an accident because I auditioned to be an extra. I was supposed to play some thug or something. And the original person who was supposed to play my character, G, he showed up late. So I came like an hour before him, and they just said, yo, if this guy doesn't come, you're going to play G. And I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't know who G was, what was the character. And they said, you're playing G. I said, all right, great, who's that? They said, that's one of the leads. So I had to memorize, the script in like 25 minutes. And then we just started working from there.
That's what's up.
There's a lesson there. Show up one time.
Yeah. Flexibility.
Definitely.
You gotta be flexible and adaptable.
So,
Yeah.
what have you learned from this experience, other than being on time and being early?
You mean experience through acting?
As far as going through being in this movie, what have you learned about acting? Maybe something you learned about yourself?
Through acting with Boston and Philly, I learned that I need to be more vulnerable as an actor. Because, growing up in Philly, you always got to be, mean mug on the face. Can't let people think you're sweet, that you're weak. But with acting, you have to actually be vulnerable. You have to actually feel something. Mm-hmm. And it took me a while to do that, to actually balance out the two.
Gotcha.
So I learned more about how to get more in tune with the character. Because I'm not the one who's, acting. It's the character who's more the perspective. It's not me. It's not John anymore. It's G.
Gotcha.
So I just started learning more how to just get in tune with, the character.
Gotcha.
So what are the things that you did to prepare yourself for your character? Especially since that's not what you auditioned for.
Alright, when we first started shooting?
Mm-hmm.
At first I was just going, improv, just going about how I felt. I just went off instinct.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we started getting more in-depth scenes, which you'll see in the movie, like my character starts to grow. Because at first he's kind of like, whatever, he's just standoffish. But what I had to do was I had to get into dark places, think about a lot of deep things and, actually get in tune with my feelings. So I had to actually, do that more and actually watch more films. I started watching classic films with like James Dean and, McQueen and all them and started watching how they worked. So then I try to, practice it and just work from there.
How about you, Mr. Nice Watch?
Some of the things that I used to do, like the prep, is to like practice in the mirror, or even when me and John on set early, we would just practice, go back and forth. I mean, like I said, I'm a teacher, so just read, like, some majority of the lessons that we teach the kids now is like scripted, so it's just like acting now.
Yeah.
So it was. I'm not gonna say it was easy. I think the hardest thing is like doing some of the things that I wouldn't normally do in real life. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it made me uncomfortable. But I know like sometimes.
Like what, was you busting your gun?
Nah.
Punching bitches in the face?
No, it was no. It was just like.
Did you have to cry on camera? Did you have to cry on camera? Cry on cue?
No, well, he did, but
Yeah.
I had a feeling because he kept talking about he had to get in his feelings.
Dark place.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful scene, by the way.
it's powerful.
Can you cry now?
No.
Really?
Just see, let's go. The scenes don't make.
Wait. That's such a cliche question for actors. I get that all the time. Like, yo, can you cry right now? Do it. You're not a real actor.
It's like if you're a rapper, freestyle. You know what I mean? So if you're an actor, you can cry. You know what I
Not every actor can cry on cue. It takes time.
Yeah, you there's, I mean, you have to build up a certain like emotion and stuff like that. Like I think with freestyling, like it's kind of like just being open and like just letting things flow. like with trying to cry on cue, like I feel like that's just more of it's emotions that you have to build up because it like especially if you think about guys, like, it takes a lot for us to cry too. So like, but like I do want to give a shout out to Mia Mendez because Mia would she would cry in a drop of a hat. Like she was we shot a church scene and basically I didn't even think that she was gonna be able to do it. Like we asked her, you know, just because like. Whenever you're shooting the film, especially like an emotional scene, you do ask the actor like, "Hey, can you, or can you cry, or do you need some time to like go away somewhere or whatnot?" Mia was like straight up, just like, "Okay, let's go," and we're just like, "All right, we'll see what's going to happen." You know, just screaming.
You know what trick worked good?
What's up?
Onions in the eyes.
No, he's for real though. Actually, that's real.
Onions in the eyes.
And some people do like the eye drop thing.
Yeah, just get some onion drops. Right in their eyes.
No.
Some people do that.
Burn, yeah.
I mean, it's going to burn, but you know what I'm saying? It's all about getting the seed.
Can I just cut some onions? I mean, you ain't gotta drop it in your eye.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell us what the movie's about.
You want to do that? You articulate.
Yeah. All right. If I got to be the one to speak. All right, cool. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, give him some airtime.
Get a drum or something, right? Anyway, so Boston to Philly is it's a story. It's a coming of age drama about four college freshmen who they meet in a professor's class, and they're and part of their one great assignment is to get to know each other on a deeper level without using social media. And with these four characters deal, they have dealt with a lot in the past. So a lot of them are sheltered or closed off. And throughout this journey, they all have been able to like help each other conquer like their past demons. And like Boston to Philly, like it's just a story of just like rising to the occasion. It's rising to the occasion. It's and it's just overcoming obstacles.
Does anybody get shot in the movie?
I ain't gonna tell all that.
Does a gun go off in the movie?
You gotta watch the movie.
Does a gun go
off? If you see the trailer, a gun does go off. Yeah. That I can give you. That I can give you. But you gotta watch the movie to see the rest.
It's available tonight.
No. It's gonna be. It'll be available Sunday, Amazon Prime.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna watch the movie, man.
But yeah.
Watch the movie.
All right, for sure.
I definitely got Amazon Prime.
Me too.
So
if I had to pay for it, it might be sketchy.
Be honest with you. My lady got Amazon Prime. So
well, hopefully by the end of the interview, even if you have to pay for it, we can convince you to go drop that $2.99.
No,
check it out.
I would have done it. I would have done it if it was $5.99, maybe $7.99.
I'm saying $10.99 would have been a stretch.
I don't know, full $12.99.
$12.99.
You know, I got promotions.
Yeah. Much love to Erica.
I do my best.
So, where y'all at with like worldly issues, man? Y'all been paying attention to the world? Like I did, like when we bring guests up here, we like to talk about their, what their contributions, but then we also just want to talk some shit with y'all. You know what I mean? So like, where y'all at with this whole Golden State sweeping LeBron thing?
Dang. All right. What I feel about that. I knew it was gonna happen.
Okay.
So like it wasn't that much of a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I'm a huge LeBron James fan.
Oh, man.
I've been a fan of him. I've been a fan of him like ever since he came into the league.
Mm-hmm.
He even though he came to Miami. I'm originally from Miami, so he came to Miami. He came through, helped us win a couple of championships.
He promised y'all 9 rings.
Nah, he never got there. He never got there.
9.
He hit 6 or 7. I think he just meant finals appearances. But
No.
But
words mean things. He meant rings.
Yeah. He said no, we ain't trying to get 2 rings. Not 3, not 4. I was like, oh
true,
shit,
true,
LeBron
true.
making bold promises.
True.
Went out there, got his ass whooped by Dallas.
True. I mean, and at the end of the day, like as we saw with this finals appearance as well, LeBron can't do it all by himself. And like, granted, with that big 3, he had, there was 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't gel well that first year. The next 2 years, they did their thing. And after that, like, the organization didn't really keep the players that they needed around. Yeah. And eventually you saw, like, the team deteriorate, and then eventually the Spurs happened. Yeah. But as you saw with Golden State as well, like he basically was trying to carry that team on his own, and like
I do think about like the Golden State series, right? And he's the great. If he's supposed to be the GOAT, right?
He's not the GOAT. He's the scapegoat.
But if you're one of the greatest of all times,
Okay.
do you really put your team at risk by injuring yourself on purpose? Well, punching something and breaking.
I mean
your hand?
that's called to me. That's just called.
That's just poor
that
leadership.
that happens to everyone.
Michael
That
Jordan
happens to
never
everyone
touched
when you're overly competitive, and like that was a game that he should have had, and he watched it slip away because of just poor time management.
And him, he's part of the reason too.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
like, you know,
Everyone made mistakes, but he
no,
realized
but
that
I
was the
think
one
he
that
made
got
the
away.
biggest mistakes. He made LeBron made the biggest mistakes. Like if I am the greatest player on the planet, I'm not letting the second or third or fourth greatest player on the planet score more than 15 points a game.
But you realize you're asking him to stop all of them, though.
No, I'm just asking him to
That's
stop
all I'm
Durant.
saying.
I'm just asking him to stop Durant. I mean, you know, everybody else is make a miss. You beat that 73-9 team playing their style of basketball. Only thing that changed was they went and got an assassin.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Anyways,
You shouldn't have told him
like-
I was a LeBron fan.
no, I'm just asking.
Nah. I don't really care. Like I said, like I'm a very open-minded basketball. Like I talk basketball.
Yeah.
Even like saying like, all right, he could have stopped Durant. Like if you watch that series, a lot of times they did not have him on Durant. Like I think
they had him on,
they had him on other people
they had him
because
on, like, JaVale McGee.
because they knew. I know. But the reason why is because they know that he's their primary scorer as well. And there's no way that he was going to take them
they're saying
6,
you're
7
the
games.
GOAT. They're saying you're the GOAT. Like Michael Jordan played defense as hard as he played offense.
But Michael Jordan didn't always play on the best player of the team either. So, like, if you watch some games, he didn't always play on the best player of the team. Sometimes they hit him
In the
as
clutch,
well
in
to
the clutch,
make sure that
in the clutch, Michael Jordan guarded the best
in the
player.
clutch, yeah, but not all 48 minutes.
Oh no, nobody's
Okay.
gonna do that.
Exactly.
But even in the clutch, bro, LeBron Durant hit a three from damn near half court, and LeBron switched off of him and had George Hill on him.
Nothing I can say about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting.
But yeah, no, but that is what it is. But
How do you
Yeah.
feel about Lincoln University? You don't seem too thrilled.
I think he probably a LeBron fan.
I
too.
am though. I am.
Oh, that's,
I didn't know that Golden State won until I seen it on Twitter. So
I mean, yeah, we know how you do. We gotta inform you who won.
yeah, nobody gave
But
me
it
the
was
heads
over.
up.
It was over so quick. I mean, I swear I had like just really got up to get a drink, and then it was 4-0. Man,
yeah.
So how do you feel about it, man? You don't hold it in, man. You got to let it out. You got.
You didn't put money on that game, did you?
No,
Okay.
I knew they were going to lose.
smart
The
man.
thing is, you know, I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm also realistic.
Yep.
So I already kind of knew what it was hitting for.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, I was hoping it would at least take it to Game 7, at least try. But once after that whole JR incident,
After that game 1, you knew it was
I already
over.
knew it was-
You knew it was over. I knew it was a sweep once that happened.
back then, you know, people always say it's just Game 1, but the way I see it now,
Yeah.
is like with Game 1, it kind of shows after you play all those other previous teams,
Yeah.
and then you play a whole different team. Game 1, you're filling each other out.
Yeah.
And whoever takes the man of that Game 1 is like, all right, we got your card now. We know how to work you. So if you're not really showing your ass like how to really show out, they're going to just be like, you know, taking control of the whole situation.
Not to mention, LeBron played his best playoff game ever.
Exactly. That's
in
what I'm
game
saying.
one. I mean,
Exactly.
He had 51 points.
Exactly.
Yeah,
God damn.
he could have
Yeah.
had 60.
He could have had 16.
Because I don't pass the ball to George Hill at the top of the key late in that game if I'm LeBron.
See,
I don't care if he's open or not.
Right. See,
3-on-1. And I trust me because I'm the GOAT, right? That's what Mike Jordan would have did.
but here's the difference,
You would have
though.
passed it to B.J. Armstrong in the corner if he was open.
Not at that moment.
Nah. Like I said, I'm back then because I've been a LeBron fan since day one.
Yeah.
And I always been like a little biased. But then when I started actually looking at it more, LeBron's my guy, but he doesn't have that killer instinct that he should have.
Yeah.
Listen,
Because he doesn't have that assassin mentality. Like
Yeah.
he cares too much. He tries to get everyone involved. Sometimes you just got to take the whole
And
thing.
you know what else
Yeah.
LeBron lacked? Like in that first
Because he has the skill. Because you see, he dropped that many points.
true, but I think that LeBron don't really have and like Steve Kerr even said this back in like 2015-16. Like LeBron don't have like a game. Like he don't have a. All right, we down 4 and we need 2 quick baskets. Let me go post up right here and get this rock and get some easy bucket.
That's another.
I disagree with that.
Nah, he doesn't.
I highly disagree with that.
I wouldn't say 4 points.
I've seen a couple of games where basically they were down by 6, and he has his spots that he hits.
Yeah,
and
but
he's hit game
he tries
winners
to
from
pass.
those same spots.
The thing that pissed me off is that he passes it too much.
He does pass it too much. Yeah.
But this what I'll say is this: if Golden State's down 4 and they need a bucket, does Durant have at least? It feel like a million ways that he gonna get a bucket.
Not really.
No.
He's just gonna pull up.
No,
He's just gonna pull up. That's literally what he did the last 2 times.
Nah. When you watch him play, he can ISO. He can move without the ball. He'll post. He'll drive. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron can do the same.
I've never seen LeBron move without the ball, bro. He brings the ball down 85% of the time.
Miami he definitely did, but you know.
You saw how that
But
worked out.
I think
it worked out very well.
He a big nigga.
He did work pretty well with it, but at the end of the day, Golden State did what they were supposed to do and win that series.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like to pair that with Boston and Philly. We did what we had to do, and now we're on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So definitely check us out.
So let me ask y'all this: where y'all at with Drake and Pusha T?
I'm upset.
So,
all right, hey, you know what? I'll take this. I'll take this. You know what?
I got it.
You want to do it?
I got it.
All right, cool.
I got it. I knew Drake got bodied. He got bodied.
Okay.
People always assume because like I'm light skinned, they gonna think like he gonna took up for them. I'm like, look, man, I'm black at the end of the day. We all niggas, man. We all black. We all slaves if we all go back in time. Yeah. I'll just be in the house. I'm still a slave. Yeah.
Wait, I'll be in the house too.
You can do whatever you want to be, sweetheart.
Man.
I'll be getting raped repeatedly.
That just escalated very quickly. That's it.
Real quick. It got
real quick.
It got real serious.
Oh, man.
Back to Drake.
Back to Drake.
Back to that. Jeez. Need water for that. No, he got bodied. I'm not gonna lie, but Pusha been doing this since like '98. I already knew about.
Earlier than that.
Pusha is a different breed, man.
Yeah.
He's a different breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It kind of was smart for Drake to like just take that out. Like Drake, he's like one of my favorite artists. Like I really like his music, but when it comes to just straight destroying people, it's like that's Pusha. He's always had that mindset.
Yeah.
So,
if you listen to his lyrics, that's how he goes. Always for the
Yeah,
neck.
He from the old school, you know.
He grew up Pharrell and all that type of era. I watched his freestyles.
When you come up in the era that when me and Gus was growing up, like you had to be able to lyrically destroy someone. It wasn't all this kumbaya shit that goes on right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
The thing that got me pissed off was, like I said, when it comes to all this stuff, I'm not biased. I have my favorites, but I know when you lost, I know when you won. So people started getting me mad on social media saying, "Do you think Pusha was too mean on the verse, but saying too disrespectful stuff?" Because he came at Drake mom and all that stuff.
It sounded like bitching.
Yeah, it does sound like bitching. Like
it's no bullying, man. It's the culture we live in.
Yeah, like everyone's too sensitive.
Those were macro aggressions.
Everyone's mad sensitive.
through his
we were supposed to battle, but we weren't supposed to.
I'm like, y'all forgot
like
the whole 50 Cent Ja Rule thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and the 50 Cent Ja Rule thing was like, when you really look at it, even with that, I feel like that was really the decline of real battle rap because everybody was siding with 50, but nobody was siding with Ja. Like, and I'm still from the old school. Like, well, if he spit a rap about me and then we fuck him up, we won. You know what I'm saying? And they fucked 50 Cent up, and they didn't get anything out of it. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all lost.
I think people forget the fact that like when groups used to battle,
mm-hmm.
they used to shoot at each other.
People got fucked up.
like people used to get shot.
Like when Big was beefing with Boot Camp Click, no, they really went in the studio and fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? And then made a song about it.
Everyone's too sensitive.
Kicking the door.
Yeah.
I mean, even when was it Beanie Siegel and Major Figures?
Yeah, he really slapped Gilly on South Street in front of Baby. That really happened. That's how it really happened. Like, you spit a rap about me and you a pussy. Like, I'm going to
CNN and was it Big N? Was it
TMZ?
Yeah.
What was it? What was this rap group name?
Who?
Junior Mafia.
Oh yeah,
they kept shooting at each other outside the.
Yeah, they was really going to it. They was really going
like
to
this. So this stuff now is like,
like,
why are you so sensitive now?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's just mad sensitive now. Like when people
So
say
do you still turn this music on? Like, do you feel the same?
I mean, you lose. I look like, dang, I body, but I'm still.
But then, can you still listen to like
this suck ass nigga?
Like he still like I gotta keep it a bit. I gotta keep it a bit. Like can you still listen to shit like I heard I'm upset the other day the bullshit video and all that, and I'm like, yo, what are you? You should be upset. Like when are you gonna respond? You should be upset.
He kind of did like address all the stuff that Pusha T said in that song though, especially about his baby mom though.
Yeah, cause that shit is old. That been like last
Yeah.
year. That new baby mama shit, he just brought it up to the light.
Yeah, it's just the public knows now.
Yeah.
But it's
The
hard
public
for me.
been knew. They just forgot because TMZ posted it. They posted the pictures and all that. Now
See,
that's
but my
not-
only thing is, I tried to watch I'm Upset, right? Because I turn it on and I see this bitch ass nigga in the Ferrari or Lamborghini or whatever he is, and I'm just looking like, how am I really listen to his music when he done got bodied?
But
He's
wait,
dead.
okay, so look.
Like he's dead to me.
But would
He
you
is
still
dead.
listen
He has to come back
But
to
would
life.
you still listen to Meek Mill though?
It took me a minute to tolerate Meek Mill.
But you still do it. Right?
No.
No, but I'll turn it off if he ever comes on and says I'm the hottest MC ever.
Like Meek Mill.
Like if he ever starts bragging about he's the best rapper ever, I got to turn it off.
And then also for me, I gotta put an asterisk for me because like I've never really like owned a Drake album. The only Drake album I ever liked, my young boy was all over it lyrically. You know what I mean, writing and shit. So like I kind of got an asterisk on Drake. Like if I hear something hot from Drake, I'm wondering who wrote it. When I hear something ass from Drake, I know he wrote it. You understand what I'm saying? When I hear I'm Upset, I know he wrote that. No one went in the studio and wrote that and he recorded that.
You don't buy no shit like
No.
that. That's not no shit you buy.
No. Listen, hey bro, listen. And this is the sad thing with Drake for me, man. I knew when I first heard Running Through the Six, I knew he didn't write that. Like I don't know about like how well traveled y'all are with like people from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and how like hardcore they hold they zones down there. You know what I'm saying? Or like know people from like New Orleans when they start talking that's my woe, woe. How hard they hold their wards. And he say I'm running through the six with my woes, and I'm like, well, damn, there's no wards in Toronto. There's no zones in Toronto.
Yeah, but woes,
He said
woes, people say that in Canada. I got friends from Canada. They say woes.
Was it
was talking
prior?
about six.
Was it prior
Yeah.
through the
I have
six with
friends-
my woes?
I got friends from the
He does
six.
look like a nigga that would have Canadian friends though.
Y'all just taking
No,
shots. Y'all just taking shots.
no.
I'm just
No, they
saying, like,
said it was like 6 cities that like
the
merged
camera off.
together.
Nah, seriously, like if we looked around, it was like, yo, who's the
got
dude
friends
with
from
Canadian
Canada?
friend?
I got a couple friends.
Oh yeah, let's put the spotlight on him.
I got
No, put
got
the
it.
spotlight on that keychain because you're a little late.
What you mean I'm a little late?
You a little late.
I mean,
I guess y'all think y'all the first too.
I mean, this what I'll say is that, you know, sometimes your first step not your best step, so your second step got to be your strongest step. So we'll be the strongest step.
Oh, is that? That's for
He coming at your brotherhood, huh?
He just shot at us.
And what fraternity are you in?
He sound like he alpha.
Alpha, Phi Alpha.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm saying though, like Barksdale was coming at the Lincoln University dude and shit, and then he stopped the show. It's talked about how nice your watch was,
That is a nice
and
watch.
in turn,
He assaults me.
he
I'm
takes
upset.
I didn't.
I'm
They're
upset.
on the same team. They're
No,
on
no.
the same team. They gotta ride out for each other. So just
I
like,
mean,
you
we're
know, I gotta
all-
ride out with you guys.
We're all brothers.
We're all brothers. We're all black. I ride for everybody.
There we go.
You feel me?
But nah, so that's where I'm at with the whole Drake situation. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A great guy.
Like I knew he didn't write that. I knew he didn't write that. And I knew he didn't write 0 to 100. I just didn't know who wrote it.
So, all right, it's this video on YouTube. It says it's about like Kanye West and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And it's about the song, the Lucifer song.
Yeah.
You saw that video?
No, but I heard all the conspiracy theories behind it.
Yeah. So you don't give credit to Kanye West for helping Jay-Z write that song
I mean,
because he took his flow.
this what I'll say. Jay-Z been known as a swagger jacker. That's not
Yeah,
nothing.
Young
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not nothing new. He been stealing swag since Hawaiian Sophie.
Yeah.
His rap name is Swag Stealing. This nigga name is Jazz. Your name is Jazz with some funny
He was Jazzo.
Jazzo
Yeah,
or Jazz. However you want to say it,
Jazzo,
Jazz or Jazzo. But now you're
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Do you
With
still- do you
the
listen
with the
to him?
funny accent thing over the A. You don't remember he used to spell his name with the 2 dots over the A and the dash Y.
That was when he was rapping all fast.
I mean that's
When he was
that,
spitting quick.
that was reasonable doubts.
That's what he's
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to spell his name like that, and when you pronounce it the way it's spelled, it was pronounced Jazz.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But do you listen to him?
Who, Jay-Z? I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not in my top 5. He got some classics. He
better
got some
than Nas.
classics. Hell no.
I
Speaking of that, when the album dropping?
It dropped today.
Yeah,
It's
so
on-
older.
and that-
Oh, it did drop?
It's on Tidal, I heard.
It's on, oh yeah.
That's what I heard.
Okay,
when I was
okay.
listening to it.
Questlove even put on the gram saying what's up with this album. Like,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Nah,
Yeah,
so because I was trying to illegally download it.
He put it out. It's 7 songs.
Yeah.
I listened to it 3 times in a row today just because it was only 20 minutes of my time. It was awesome, bro.
word.
It was awesome. I think that's about to be the new wave.
I'm about to say,
I think that's about to be the new
it was
wave.
awesome.
I don't like that 7-track thing though.
Wait, somebody explain why they do the 7 tracks.
Well, Kanye did all that. He produced every album that just came out with his, Pusha T, Kid
Right.
Cudi, and Nas. Everything was 7 tracks, and he kind of made that span.
Right, they said because
Then Tiana
you
Taylor's
get
too.
the streams that way.
Yeah.
So that you get more money per stream. So if it's only like small bits, people are playing it over and over again.
Yeah.
Like he just
'Cause
said,
they
it's
want
only 20
more.
minutes of your time. So they get more money for less songs. So.
And then also you just don't oversaturate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like even with my guys Migos, like Migos, I feel like that Culture 2 album might have been like 16 songs or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if Migos just drops 8 songs, 9 songs, I'm not, Culture album probably still went platinum a couple times, but I mean, I feel like I would listen to it more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to 16. Like I love Migos, and I'm not listening to
I
16
didn't
songs of
listen to Chris
Migos.
Brown's whole thing.
That thing was like
long.
45 songs. I only made it to like 5 tracks.
You made it more than me. After 4, I was like, well.
First of all,
Yep, you
I
know
like
what?
Chris Brown, but I haven't listened to the 40 songs he made prior to that album. So
That's too much,
there was
man.
no way I was going to. As soon as I heard it was 40
I see your
songs,
point because you have too many tracks in one album. Like it's gonna be popping. That's
Yeah.
going like
it's like saying too much words
Yeah.
in a paper. Like when
Yeah.
you write in a paper, even if it's
edit
10
it, just
pages,
cut it.
yeah, let's just get right to the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And everything else, the teacher going to start knocking you for grammar and spelling.
how'd you feel about the Kanye album? His.
Kanye album, I listened to the Kanye album. I felt like it was like 7 or 8 songs, if I'm correct. I liked about 4 out of the 7. I felt like he was playing up that mental health shit too much.
I didn't really like it.
I mean, I can see that. I mean,
Yeah.
you on the cusp. Like, if I only like 4 songs, it's a chance that somebody only likes 3 songs.
Yeah, it's like you know
I-
what an
I
album.
like-
Like with an album,
Yeah,
most,
true.
most,
Like
most
one
albums
song.
got like what 13 tracks maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So you're not going. Sometimes you're not going to like all the songs. You're going to keep flipping through trying to find something that you're rocking with. But if you only got 7 songs and I don't like none of them, what the hell am I switching to?
I'm not switching to anything. I'm
Next
switching
one.
the album.
It's only
Yeah,
that
it's
one
just another
song.
one.
I only like that one song.
I like the one he did with Kid Cudi because Kid Cudi's one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, I've been down
Cudi-
with Cudi since he came
day
out.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think the one thing
Now we
about
know what I'm talking about.
the 7-song thing is you can't complain because cats ain't really buying albums no more. So
Or bootleg
you
them.
can't
Can't let a fly deuce like
you can't be like, yo, I went to the store, paid $15, I only got 7 songs. Nigga, you ain't even.
I
you know
mean,
what
well,
Most
let's keep
likely you
let's
ain't
keep
pay
this shit real. People ain't even listening to CDs no more.
No,
like
for
in probably another 10 years, like a lot of these distribution companies about to get bumped out because you could make a hot joint and just put it on SoundCloud, put it on Tidal, put it on Spotify. There's people that got no record deal, but they shit is up on Spotify.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, his stuff.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
check them out.
Amazon
Tell
Prime
them
too. So when y'all on there,
that.
we have
Hey,
Amazon Prime.
tell them the socials, man. Tell them the
Yeah,
socials.
man. Talk that shit.
Yeah, talk that is,
That's
bro.
my
Yeah,
man.
so, like-
he can
Are
spit.
you on the soundtrack for the movie?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. It's one song, isn't it?
I don't think he put it on
I
there.
thought he put it on there.
Confusion.
He had to be.
It's his song.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
it
to
is.
put you on
No,
the
but
spot,
no, like my stuff is on Apple Music. Y'all could look me
Oh,
up.
they took
Pharaoh
it on.
PHARHO
Okay.
and Amazon Prime. So after you watch the movie, listen to my music as well.
All right, so where y'all at with what else we been talking about? Where y'all at with with y'all president in this kneeling rule.
You said
in the
y'all.
NFL. Yeah.
Where you live at?
I mean, he's not my president because I don't pledge allegiance, and I've never pledged allegiance.
You had to in school.
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
He's your president.
He's not my president. He's your president.
Where do you live at, B?
I live in West Philly, B.
Oh, I'm West Philly.
Okay.
Oh, all right, cool. But he's, for to be politically correct, he's our president, whether we like it or not. Even though I don't want it.
It's just a person just standing there. That's who he is for me.
I mean, he ain't
You're a
lying.
puppet.
Because I remember when it first happened, Canada, that thing crashed.
That was
Everyone was
funny.
trying to leave. Remember?
That was funny, yeah.
I was like, everybody trying to dip.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of ways like.
I was
Sure,
thinking
yeah.
about how could I dip but maintain everything that I had going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was single when he became the president, so I was like, damn, if I dip, I'm gonna lose all my hoes.
But
You
you
should
some
have a
Canadian
different
hoes.
area
No,
code.
Canadian hoes
Man,
just got
maybe on your
different
Nate's dog
expectations.
tip.
Sorry, wait. We're not gonna just breathe.
Oh, that's
over
your
that.
joint right there?
So you
No.
Cause she said hold up.
No, that's
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Oh,
You
my
said
fault.
baby steps?
That's baby
excuse me,
sis.
stop.
Oh, my
no
fault.
smoke from the
My
missus.
fault. Oh, my
Okay.
fault.
Hey, Mrs. Barksdale, I respect you, girl.
I said my
So
fault,
tell
Candy.
us more about these hoes that you're afraid to lose by leaving the country.
Man.
Ooh.
You put your own team on blast. That's how you do?
I have to find out for the ladies. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So can we continue on?
Continue.
Yeah, fifth. But yeah, man. So he's over here, and he tried to demand that the dictator of North Korea do some things, man. And the dictator of North Korea was like, "Yeah, we'll do that shit."
Yeah, we got
And they didn't do nothing. And he said, "But I'll do it if you shake hands and kiss babies like we cool." And Trump did it in June. What's his name?
Kim
June Kim June or something like that.
It's a lot of Kim and Junes and.
Yeah, man. He basically.
It's Kim.
Yeah,
Alright.
basically, he got America looking nutty in the eyes of the world as a whole, man. Like I know y'all guys probably fairly young. You know what I'm saying? Y'all focus on moving y'all careers forward and things like that. But like just sitting back and watching that happen, because this is stuff that's going to affect y'all future probably a little bit more than me and Gus' future. We on our way out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know what.
He just said it, man. Y'all on your way out. Relax. It's over.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say no
Thank you for
more.
not putting
All tree.
Whoa, excuse me. I wasn't in that bucket. I
I
was
say
excluded.
no more.
Just saying. He said it, set in stone.
If we finish, we done.
Anyway, you do got a point. I see what you're saying. It's affecting the rest of us. Y'all there, we here.
Yeah. So I mean, like, how y'all feeling about just watching all this happen? Just watching somebody's latest shaky foundation for the next 10 to 15 years for you guys. Like, how you thinking about that?
The thing is, it's depressing. It's sad to see all that happen.
Yeah.
But I was actually listening to Dave Chappelle when he was saying all this stuff. He's one of my favorite comedians, and he was making a joke saying, it doesn't affect us as much, not as like generation. We're saying just as a race, because black people have always been, oppressed the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, we were kind of fucked to begin with. It doesn't really change much for us.
Yeah.
It's going to go against people, who are, white.
Yeah. but I do think like y'all generation, y'all in situations to maybe like financially advance yourselves more than previous generations.
True.
I think that a lot of things that was constraints to us when we were younger, like even just speaking about the music, like goddamn, we gotta go up here to New York and get a record deal. Fuck a record deal, we gonna put it out on YouTube.
On
You know what I'm
Instagram
saying?
and all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to make a movie, you had to go somewhere in Cali or somewhere else and we want to make this movie get off the ground. Next thing y'all know, y'all waiters and y'all sniffing heroin and meth.
Like nowadays, you be like, I want to make a movie.
Fuck it, get a
grab me a
camera.
$500 camera
Yeah,
and one of them
get a
mics.
camera and let's roll.
You know what I mean? It might not
That's
be
how
the
a
best
lot
quality.
of people get Instagram famous from that. They
Yeah,
get famous
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that small stuff. Like I don't say I don't respect it, because everybody trying to get the hustle, trying to make it.
Yeah.
But me growing up and watching how my old heads did it, I respect it more that way.
I respect
To an
it.
extent,
I respect it more your way.
Me too.
That's
And
what-
why? Because I mean, it's the same way how like the old heads before me, when you wanted to come out on the block, you had to be credible. You know what I mean? Somebody had to know you. Somebody you couldn't just go cop your own work and post up. That wasn't gonna happen. Somebody gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, all of them started going to jail, and it was, well, then we want trap. Well, let's just go get some work. You know what I'm saying? And so and how I equate that to now was like we were confined to the, you want to do movies, do this. You want to get clothing, this is the only way to do it. You want to do music, this is the only way to do it. And you know, maybe about like 2008, 2009 with Soulja Boy, because he's like really
He did the whole MySpace
he's really the first like internet guy to go major and then open up that door. And
he did a sneaky way about it though.
nah, he had 13 million hits off Superman.
No, he did, but he said with the way he used to get more streams. Remember when LimeWire was popping?
No.
You don't remember LimeWire?
Yeah, he probably like
On
changed the title.
LimeWire,
Yeah.
on the thing he said with LimeWire, that was like a pirate type streaming.
Yeah.
So no one wanted to cop albums. That's what we used to do back in the day. Remember LimeWire?
Yeah,
We always
I
used to,
remember that,
You know,
yeah.
to type in the song
Yeah, sure,
and get
sure.
it from there.
Yeah.
He would pretend it was one song that you would like. Say if I want to get a Jay-Z song, and that's the link I'm clicking on the download, and it might be Soulja Boy instead.
Mm-hmm.
He would change the title of it and put his music on it instead. So he would kind of like steal streams.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, it's
But you were still music.
Yeah, people still people
That's
still do that on
besides the point.
YouTube
Okay.
too. Like they say
Besides
Drake
the point.
this, what's the name, and then they probably like
Yeah.
it be them. So that's basically what he did.
I mean, I respect each way. Like I said, I have no respect to either way.
I'm saying, but still 13 million hits.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
it's
point
true.
where when the labels came knocking on his door, and he was performing and getting money off Superman before they ever signed a deal for it. And he a kid from Alabama. And from my understanding, Alabama,
I
anybody?
thought he was from Atlanta.
No, he's from
He's from
Alabama.
He's from Alabama.
no, he from Mississippi.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
yeah, from Mississippi. Yep. But there's still the sticks in the hits.
Yeah, that I would never live.
You
in
know what I'm
Mississippi.
saying?
Nah.
Still the sticks in the hits,
nothing
and
out
so
there.
for him to be a major kid coming out of there, and you know, coming from our time where if you wasn't from like just East Coast rap, if you wasn't from New York and Philly when we was younger, shit, ain't nobody listening to you. I mean, that's even Miami. Yeah, I'm quite sure you probably not old enough to remember when Miami music was booty shake
No,
music.
I know
you know
about
what I'm saying?
I know about Uncle Luke.
Yeah,
and 2 Live
but
Crew.
you know what I'm saying?
That's
People
'cause
like
we from
Trick Daddy.
But y'all
Trick
don't
Daddy, yeah.
you don't appreciate Uncle Luke.
the way
You don't
we
appreciate
appreciate it.
because Uncle Luke was the only one doing
Doing
it.
He was.
No,
And
no,
he opened up
Atlanta had some
music.
booty shake music going too.
But you wasn't seeing it on TV.
They
You
was
wasn't
booty,
see-
they was booty shake niggas in Atlanta too. Everybody trapping. Well, I remember y'all was booty shake niggas ride the train. Yeah, you better get out of here with that shit, man.
I mean, with
my
the whole
grandfather
music
did.
thing now,
Yeah.
the hustles and stuff, I respect it, but it's pros and cons to everything. Like now, even with actors, some people are doing all this, like some comedians, they're doing
Yeah.
all these Instagram videos, but it's different from just sitting down in front of your phone making a joke for 30 seconds
Yeah.
rather than actually being on stage in front of a live
Yeah,
audience.
but people find that out the hard way because
Yeah, they
then
look-
you go and book DC Fly Youngboy, whatever the fuck his name is,
DC Young Fly,
and
yeah.
then you try to put him on a stage and say, DC Fly, we got an hour, make the people laugh, and he ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, I won't say the young boy from the city. What's his name? Rich Dodds. I won't say he ass, but his YouTube is funnier. Not his YouTube. His Instagram is funnier than his set. You understand what I'm saying? I think some people don't understand. Like Kevin Hart funny, but Kevin Hart only funny because that entourage with him is his writers. They help put his show together, and then he goes out and performs it, and that's how they all get paid. You understand?
Yeah,
What I'm
he's an
saying?
entertainer.
So do you look at Kevin Hart the same way since he got ghostwriters?
I'm not gonna call him a ghost. I don't call him ghostwriters because the best comedian in the world.
Exactly.
His writing team fueled our black TV experience. Paul Mooney, Eddie Murphy,
Richard Pryor too.
Richard Pryor. No, I'm talking about Richard Pryor.
Oh, you're talking about like who wrote for him?
Paul
Yeah.
Mooney was one of
Yeah,
Richard Pryor's
he was
writers.
one.
He from
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now you spin it, you bring it down. Martin Lawrence was one of Eddie Murphy's writers. Dave Chappelle was one of Martin Lawrence writers. So these are all comedians that broke down off that tree. I don't know if these people that's under Kevin Hart will ever get a chance to get their moment to shine because they've been riding with Kevin Hart for maybe like the past 12 years now.
But they're getting that bread.
I mean, they getting that bread, but ain't nothing like when you're filling up the stadium in Germany compared to when he's filling up the stadium in Germany. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I look at comedy a little bit different just in regards with the ghostwriting. I just think because I come from the era, like, you had to stand, if you had a problem with a hip-hop somebody, we pull up on your block with the beats and weed and beer. What's up? Let's go. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no camera phones. It was just whoever was there to see it. If it turned into a rumble, then we rumble too. But let's go. You know what I mean? So that thrill of competition to find out you got a ghostwriter, I could never respect it.
Plus, I think it was proof that you were who you said you were.
Yeah.
Because you could lyrically do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we were young, it wasn't like, oh, I could be a rapper because I can get my homie to write it and then I can have a hot stylist and, you know what I mean? I got good marketing. Yeah. It was like, yo, I need to be able to spit these bars or I'm going to be ass.
Exactly.
Or I'm going to get no respect.
Like Drake is, I'm sorry, bro. Like Drake is literally like a product of the machine. Yeah. He's a product of the machine. And for like people that's starting from the ground up, even what y'all doing, I know y'all like Drake music, but when you look at who he is and what he is, like y'all, if I was in y'all shoes, I would almost not, I won't say be envious, but I would be like, fuck Drake. Like that's how I would feel because
they got the cheat codes.
Like Word Boy had the cheat code. Like, all right, so you're in Degrassi. Then the next thing you know, you're making R&B albums sounding like Trey songs. And then next thing you know, now you want Young Money throwing gang signs on with dumbass 3X sweaters on.
Actually, no, hold on. I think I said this before, but the most disappointed I am in the younger generation is the fact they let this nigga do reggae. And nobody protested that shit.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga
everyone's doing reggae now, too. Everybody's doing that now. Everybody's doing reggae now.
Like, y'all just gonna let this nigga... Yeah, he gonna pump fake like that.
He's the only light-skinned nigga in Jamaica.
Like, it was like... Because, you know, even when Busta Rhymes started, we like, hold on. And then people had to explain, like, okay,
no, Busta Rhymes never Jamaican. You know what I mean? Like,
but I was saying, like, with the whole pros and cons of just entertainment and all that stuff now... Yeah, the gates are open, but it's also a problem because the gates are open. If you make sense, like
exactly.
Anyone can just come in now.
Walk through,
like now, half the rappers now, like some of these new artists, I don't even listen to like that. I have to keep going back to where I was like a young boy listening to some of these artists of like throwbacks. Because everybody just mumble. Everybody got the same style. All you have to do make it now is have some dreads, dye that shit green or purple.
Yeah, like
mumble, say a hot ad lib, a good hook, and some fire beats, and that's it.
No, I agree.
And taking and popping pills and Xannies.
Exactly.
Back in the day, the rappers was actually talking about how they sold it, not about how we using it. I'm like,
exactly. And like I don't know if y'all saw the XXL freshman class for 2018. They all look the same.
Everybody the same.
They all look the same. I could they tried to put like the names at the bottom. I couldn't tell who was who. I was just like,
the same.
I mean, but think about. I mean, that's how I felt a couple years ago when it was Uzi, 21 Savage, and Yachty. Like, what the?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they started it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying too, but I will.
It's your homie's fault, man.
Who? Migos?
It's the Migos' fault.
No, it's not Migos' fault. Migos is children of Future and 2 Chainz, man.
Yeah. Because
they
actually, I watched their freestyles. They actually are. They work in unison. Like when they freestyles.
Like they are. Right.
They work in unison.
Like all these jokers nowadays, they are like all. I feel like all the rappers that you could say is like, you could tell they are like from that Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy tree. They the ones that's all weirdos. Like Lil Pump, Lil Uzi, Lil Weezy. You know what I mean?
But I saw a statistic.
All the same guy.
Apparently, there's like in SoundCloud, there's like 9,000 artists with the beginning is low.
Yeah.
I mean, but J. Cole said, I bet you said in 5 years you want to end up on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
He said it.
Hey, don't talk about Remy Ma like that. Still like Remy Ma.
Remy Ma needed Love and Hip Hop. So, how y'all feel about like the reality TV show? Like these people getting acting careers and opportunities. In a field, in an artistry that you guys, really...
I don't really like reality shows. It's fake. It's
agreed.
You don't win awards off reality shows.
No.
You ain't going over that shit.
Yeah. I mean, not only do you not win awards off of, like, doing reality shows, but I also just kind of, like, hate the fact that because you, like... because you can create you find a way to create useless drama that all of a sudden now we're supposed to respect you as an actor and as an actress. Like you get your start there, and then people are like, oh well, we like seeing this person, so now they want to put them in movies. And the thing is that the thing that exactly, and the thing that I hate the most about it is that I feel like no one's really like checking them. Like, you know, like how other like actors and stuff like that, you can say like, oh, that actor had a terrible performance. If you see this reality star in there and like their ass in there or whatever like that, oh, well, you know, you kind of almost like give them a pass because they're a reality star. And it's like, no, if you're stepping in the realm of being an actor, an actress or whatever, you got to get judged by the same criteria.
Like, I'm going to tell you this. I think the people that really need to get checked is Mona Scott. Because I'm going to tell you something. I remember maybe it had to be like 3 or 4 years ago, they came out with this show called like Sorority Sisters or some shit like this. Ratchet on VH1. It had like the AKA chicks looking real crazy, Delta chicks looking real crazy. Bro, when I tell you the whole Greek community got together and got that show put off VH1, and got everybody on that show that was Greek except the SG Row, except the SG Row and the Zeta, all got kicked out their orgs.
It didn't
not even suspended.
I think they got like 4 episodes in.
They got 4 episodes in and got it all shut. Kicked out their orgs, bro. Some of them have been in their orgs for 15 years.
Lifetime members.
Got put out their orgs. And I just think that the same way that Greek community came together to shut that down, I think that at some point in time, like, we got to come together and really get love and hip hop. Shut the fuck down.
I think what happened was we replaced influential shows with ratchetness. Like I still watch Living Single. I still watch all those good shows because back then it actually promoted, you know, positivity. Like everyone was wearing the HBCU sweaters and shirts, doing realistic things, but trying to better themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Now it's like, oh, I don't got no money, I'm out just trap or use sex to get it. There's no more positivity. Sex sells, and I'm not really fond of it.
Everything is to the extreme. It's either we all the way positive or we all.
There's no middle.
There's no middle ground. Like, so, yeah.
I think Eric over there had a good. You got an email or a message? What was your question?
Yeah. So
I think this is important.
No.
I knew that was
Got a share from that phone?
Yeah. It's not an iPhone. They call right. So I host another podcast called Cocktails and Conversations. So I get emails from the ladies and everything. And this email came in, and I'm like, oh girl, I can't answer this for you. So I'm gonna run for a man. So this young lady, she decided that her dude was in some financial hardships, and she lent him $2,000. And to date, he has not repaid this money back. And so she's trying to find a nice way to ask for her money back without damaging their relationship, without emasculating him or anything like that. So how would y'all, as men, what advice would y'all give her on how to ask for her money back?
Ask her for her money back from who?
Her boyfriend.
Hold on, so how long were they together?
I didn't ask that question, so let's just assume long enough for her to give him $2,000.
I mean, that ain't long for some girls. That ain't long for some girls.
There's only one way to say it. Yo, nigga, where the fuck is my bread?
Will that damage their relationship?
No.
Damaging the relationship is not giving back.
I mean, the relationship already damaged, though.
Damaging the relationship is the fact that you needed $2,000 from your girl.
I'm never doing that.
He probably don't think he needs to pay it back. That's the problem.
If he don't think, listen.
If it's more than,
but if he's been like,
it's $100. Like,
but listen, if he's been providing for like throughout the relationship,
bro.
Women don't get
bro. You misconceiving something.
Women that don't work.
Let's put this on the table.
They want their money.
Let's put this on the table. A woman will borrow and spend up 100,000 of your money and owe you nothing.
Oh yeah, I know that. I was just saying what he's thinking.
You will spend 50 cents of her money and you owe her $1.
Interest.
So
relationship interest.
So if she gives you $2,000, she just became the goddamn Queen of Wales. Yeah, you're gonna give her that $2,000 back, and you're gonna do more other wild shit like, well, I might as well You might as well take a knee, boy. You might as well bend the knee.
Nah, for real, man. 2 stacks.
2 racks.
Come on, man.
Ain't enough pussy eating and ass
What did he
eating
get?
in the
What did he
world
buy with the 2 stacks?
compensate that type of money.
What did he buy?
He needed the money to catch up on child support.
Oh my God!
Nah.
Give him the money.
Relationship
Give him the
ruined.
money.
First of all,
He need to get the money.
What
back.
the hell she giving?
First
You
of
need to
all,
kick him
somebody need to backhand your girl.
Not my girl.
Oh,
Just
she
a
just
listener. Just a
so
listener.
listener that
My
sent
people don't get
listener
money.
that sent the email. First of all, you spent no time making that baby.
No.
None time. You wasn't bent over. You wasn't stroking. You ain't have nothing to do with that
He was
session.
upset.
How? Oh my God.
I mean, the first thing, you can't trust a nigga that owe back child support anyway. So,
That was
Obviously,
stupid
you're
for
not
her to
doing
give it to him anyway.
That-
I thought
that
it
was
was
my
like,
like, if a nigga owe back child support, he not paying you back. Like,
Yeah, he don't even
that
pay to take care of his
child
kid.
If you're not doing that, you ain't getting that shit going.
Yeah.
Because to me, if you owe back child support and then you come to the brown girl asking to help you get out of that, you just gonna get locked up and then we broke up.
First of all, no, rephrase that.
No.
The brown girl probably not even dealing with you if she finds out that you're in the rears with child support. Like,
you're in the rears type
like
nigga.
this is what I'm saying. Like, at the age we in right now, there's certain things that's deal breakers. Like, I love Halle Berry to death. I will hit Halle Berry raw, but I probably will hit a couple other chicks raw too.
Will you shoot the club up, though?
What?
that white boy get child support.
But my point is, if Halle Berry is like, her credit score is like 350.
Get out my face.
Oh, I'm strapping up because I can't get stuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it sound crazy, but
No,
we gotta,
that's real.
It
like
makes
fellas, we
perfect
gotta
sense
know.
to me.
We gotta know
You
our
can't be
worth.
having no
Like,
kids by chicks with bad credit scores.
you meet a chick, she got all the right weaponry, all them titties, all that ass looking, all that good. You go to her crib, she living in shambles. Nah, bro.
It's gonna be you.
You better moonwalk out of it
looking at your future.
Yeah, because she's not a partner. She's a burden.
Facts.
And hey, girls, listen. This is a gem from the brown girl. If that dude is behind on child support or mentioning words like arrears or having to go to court to get it reduced and everything,
He probably behind in his rent.
that's
Or
not-
in between jobs.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
not, that's not the man for you. Go ahead, girl. Just finish out the summer, get yourself a lover, and just try it again in the fall.
Just go. Just shoot your shot.
That's it, man. Like,
wait, do he have a job?
She didn't say
Listen,
that,
Clearly
but
not
I'm
if you have for 2 racks.
if he's in the rears,
like, I don't lend money to family. So
if he's in the listen, because this is the thing, right? And when me and Gus first started podcasting, because you know this out in that radio show, but we do have a separate podcast. And when we first started podcasting, we talked about like bitch boys and men being men and checking their homies that's not there for their kids. Like, I don't want to associate. If we grew up together, but you in the rears for child support, I don't really fuck with you no more. Because I don't need that poison and karma and energy around me, bro.
because as a woman, I'm going to judge you by your friends.
Like,
So
Because you,
And that energy, I learned that too. Energy is a real big thing.
Yeah.
That shit will
Yeah.
consume you if it's not.
like you know, niggas, and this the dumb shit niggas do. Like, oh, they try to hit me for child support, so I'ma quit my job, so they won't get my child support out the check. You are a dickhead.
I don't talk to one of my cousins for that reason alone.
What?
Yeah, for that.
Oh, you
reason
never heard of
alone.
that?
No,
I've heard of it. I've heard
I
of
heard
it.
some shit, but it's
Yo,
like,
Right before, when he find out that they're about to garnish his wages,
He'll quit.
He quits his job.
Yeah. Oh, y'all got a roll?
No, I was saying I'm going to put money in my meter.
Where you park at?
A meter.
11th Street. It's not a meter, it's the machine joint.
Oh,
I took Scepter here, so I'm good.
yeah.
I mean, you know, that's one thing I definitely learned once I got older. Like, you start judging a man by his family.
By his principles too. Yep.
So, like, you judge a man by if you see his woman and you see how she acts and how she acts toward him. That's how I judge a man.
Yep.
Because you can tell a man that's taking care of his business. You can.
Ooh, did he just hit his head like that? Yo, that nigga almost died. Yo, y'all alphas gotta keep your eyes open, man.
Dang.
This shit crazy.
And I mean, definitely, you judge a man by how he treats his
You
children.
need me to help you downstairs, man?
He's concussed. He's in concussion protocol, man.
They be saying shit like that.
Yo, so I got a question.
Like I'm a coach, so I'm like, yo, are you really good?
Yeah, like that
Check on him later.
Yo, that shit sound like a real tackle. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
He don't cry in the car.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
Look,
When you
don't
leave, I'll be
close
talking
the door
again.
hard behind you. Just let it like no, not that one. The outside door. Just
He's
let it,
upset.
like,
Call the homies, man. I'm upset.
I'll be quiet.
So I'm trying to find this article, right?
Oh yeah, so
Apparently, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I heard about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
what is he getting sued for?
He slapped his
Wait, give me the
he
mic.
slapped his manhood, as they said it, in a woman's face.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I think it's bullshit.
But that happens all the time.
I was about to say, because remember we talked about that on an episode.
Yeah.
Like
And who did we
women
talk
get
about?
hit when
It
they get
happens.
hit with a dick in the face often.
Yeah,
Show me the lie.
that's no line.
Okay.
no.
So is that what we get to do now? We get to sue? I just need to know.
I guess if you don't like it.
Shouldn't be on your knees in the first place.
No, she should have been on her knees.
So because
How you want to sue? Because you want? Why are you near his dick anyway? Why you down
Because she was down there to perform fellatio
and did she change her
and
mind?
got assaulted.
Did she change her mind? Did she change her mind?
Well,
That's
says-
what I need to say. Gus, bring the.
He said he tried to get her to perform oral sex. She claims
Forced oral sodomy.
she claims when she refused, Jamie struck her in the face with his penis.
But how?
But he's
hard
actually
is
suing her
it?
back. He's counter suing, as he should.
I tell you what though, they lucky they ain't in Oklahoma. Because that sounds like some shit that got him 20 years.
Nah, for real.
Forced oral sodomy.
But how hard can that smack be? Because no man is really going to aggressively smack anything with this.
It
penis.
depends on your frustrations.
But I'm just saying, like, apparently her face was close enough to his crotch.
Because if you really that upset and she's right there, man, you just got...
Yeah, but
But
don't
the question
y'all worry
is
about
is that deserved though?
But
like
no,
if
I
you
ain't
go
gonna-
down there and you be like, you know what, I changed my mind. Should if I tap you in the face with it, should I be able to get away with that? That's
So-
justified. Like,
As a woman, I need more information, and it's
Okay.
the information that you guys don't want to even acknowledge. First of all, how big is Jamie's dick? Because we need.
Whoa.
But
we don't
wait,
need to know.
wait. There's
That's
a
none
reason
of my
behind
business,
it.
fam.
There's
You
a
know,
reason
we're
behind
not
it.
investigating
Nah, man.
the size of
Because-
anyone's member.
You can look that up.
In the court, this doesn't matter because how much damage could it do? Because if it wasn't girthy or long or anything like that, it's not a lot of damage it could do. But if it was a lightweight dick,
She's
you know,
upset.
Did she just say a lightweight dick?
She did say that, yeah.
She's
She
upset.
did say that.
she's like,
Can that go viral, please?
That's
I'm just saying. So we need that's information, and I hope it gets.
I mean, we don't
I'll
need
be-
that information.
I'll be paying attention for the court case.
That need to be a female diss track.
Oh, female, we have a lot of ways to talk about
bet.
small dicks.
I bet.
If we like you, we say it with nice softness and everything. Oh, it's just average. It's okay. Your mouth game is strong. And if it's, if we don't like you, you small dick, bastard, it depends
Oh,
on
my
the
God.
levels.
Such slander.
That's not nice at all.
Y'all just out here giving out BDRs, dude. Yo, man. I can't take BDRs, bro.
Nobody can.
Di, you got anything for us? All right, please. So we take a small break.
Yo, can you put on Moneybag Yo and Lil Baby?
So I didn't get
You're
my song.
supposed to tell her first, so she be prepared.
I didn't get my song this month.
Oh, what's your song? What you want to
I'm
do?
not prepared.
All right, well then we try next week.
Damn.
I only get one song a month.
Yeah, and it gotta be good, or it should be. Yeah, there
I'll
we
make
go.
good choices.
I make great choices. Gus be
What's
playing
up, Di?
bullshit. What's up, Dion?
Y'all funny as shit.
my text?
Yeah, I will look into that for you. I'm sorry. School just ended Tuesday, so I'm not really. I don't want to think about school.
Do they do extended school year?
No,
Ah, okay.
but I get paid over the summer, so my paychecks are extended.
That's good.
Yeah,
Counts.
Check your
I
investment.
was, I was gonna tell you, my mom had because my dad was a teacher for 30 years, and she made it because my mom's an accountant, so she
You
made
try
it so
to
he
do
got
the spot
paid
after?
every month.
no.
Okay.
So it's
you
now.
want, what y'all want to do? I mean, if y'all want to go, we can go.
Oh no,
But
it's a.
I'm keeping
Friday
it
night.
real. Like I went to sleep and I almost didn't make
But
it
this
here.
is how like we used to hang out and skip class in college. And
Yeah.
spades. It's like either we all agree to go, or we don't go.
Yeah.
Well, I say no.
Well,
I say rain check when we schedule.
I got some edibles with my name on it at home. So
Say no.
I
We
can
need
start
a
the evening.
game night with your squad.
With August 4th they're gonna come through for a game that I'm gonna have over.
You gotta be looking bad.
But I need
I'm
like.
sorry.
You want at my house? At my house? Okay.
Yeah, I want
clarify.
opportunities of flourishment.
Well, you know, my team.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that place is too far.
Where?
Brookhaven.
Brookhaven is right off City Ave.
It's not off the city.
Yes, it is.
That shit over Chester.
What's the address?
Oh no, that's Broomall.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brookhaven is going into Chester. It's in Delaware County, like right outside Chester.
Both of them are.
Well, Bro, you can get the Broomall off City Ave.
Are you going to see the ad? Okay.
You can get the Broomall off of City Ave.
That's all French to me.
So you sure?
Yeah, but you know City Ave, when you get close to where that Chicky and Pete's and the big liquor store is at, that section is actually Broomall.
Yeah, but that's not even city
He's sure.
anymore. That's like
That's Township Line Road.
Township,
Yeah. But no, State Road.
If I back out, then I'm just not.
But it's still Route 1.
I'm not dealing with.
So it's City Ave.
I seem like nice people.
And I win.
Yeah, I'll have something in my house. I'll have a barbecue at my house when I get back from Cuba.
Yeah, and I'm not bringing the missus, and I'm there for all shot shooting.
Well, you know, my team, they're all
Yeah, I know.
attached. And the one
That's even better.
The one that you would like to shoot your shot with, she's crazy.
Okay,
You know,
yeah,
right?
it's cool.
But so is he.
I'm not worried about that.
They live together. And
That's
they're
cool.
crazy together.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
Well, just don't shoot your shot in my backyard.
That's cool. So listen.
That don't sound right.
I got this.
Don't shoot your shot in my backyard.
Oh, yeah.
If you gave him the opportunity.
Yeah,
No,
my bad.
So,
That didn't come out right.
I put this shit up on my Instagram.
Is it the marriage
I want,
thing?
yeah, I want to see when we come back. I want to see how y'all feel about that.
Yeah.
And so this female doctor put up. I guess she did something about the reasons why men don't get married. She said the second reason why men don't get married because there's nothing in it for them. He said, what exactly does marriage offer men today? Men know that there's a good chance they'll lose their friends, lose their respect, lose their space, lose their sex life, their money, and if all goes wrong, their family. They don't want to enter into a legal contract with someone who could effectively take half of their savings, pension, and property when the honeymoon period is over. Men aren't wimping out of staying unmarried or being commitment phobes. They're just being smart.
I want to know who hurt them to singing some shit like that.
I mean, this is a woman thinking like that for men.
That's what I want to say. Who hurt her?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a situation of who hurt her. I think it's a situation of, like, for me,
This is like a theory.
if you ask yourself, if you really think about it critically, what do we get out of getting married?
Before you date.
I like the married man.
Oh, before you answer that, I got a question.
Yeah.
You still trying to get an episode in. Y'all trying to do it at your crib?
Can we record it here?
I guess.
We want to record a podcast here as soon as the show over.
Today?
Yeah.
I won't do it. So you know that.
Okay.
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 She's like, it's Friday, I'm pretty.
No, I'm going to sleep.
Sleep is good, man. I was up early for the ed, yo.
What you up to?
I had an interview.
Anyone of y'all Muslim? You Muslim, bro?
I had a job
Nah.
at work.
I ain't Muslim. I don't know what the fuck I would say. I would say Christian, non-denominational. I'm just more spiritual dude.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that.
In my family, we all over the place. I
Yeah.
got people that's Muslim. I got some that's Catholic. I kind of just look at each perspective and respect it. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone got to learn. You learn something from each religion.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a firm believer when it comes to people's faith. One, it's a personal decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two, is what you need to make yourself a better person.
That's it.
Oh, we
Three,
taking off
the
next
only
week?
thing I gotta do is respect it.
Exactly.
But
what
we're
I'm
not
doing that next week.
Like I
Not
said,
agree with
Christian
that,
because
yeah.
I'm
I
that's
got
how
a
I was
few.
raised up.
Right.
I respect
I guess I'll
everybody's
let you
religion.
know.
Like,
Like my dad was Muslim and my mom was Methodist.
Before
So
next
I got Jehovah's Witness in my family.
oh, wow.
Right.
You got me up one.
Yeah. Imagine how my Christmas and birthdays were. What birthday?
You alive, right?
What-
I'm in.
You tough, right? People get Christmas every day, B. Get yourself a blankie.
I pay that light phone
You know
bill.
what I'm saying?
I pay that light bill.
That's your Christmas. And that phone bill.
Run another song.
You come back.
Put on no. Put on Lil Baby and Drake. Yes, indeed.
I like that song.
That's
That
my
shit is short as hell, but I fucks with
That,
it.
but listen, that's the new wave now. Lil Baby only gave you 8 bars and then the song went off.
I just said this the other week to someone.
I'm waiting for Kendrick to drop
Yeah.
something.
I was like, yo, I don't give a shit about your mom. That's about me.
I like Lil Baby though. Lil Baby dope.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with what?
Like guy saying, "Oh, I just was calling you because my mom asked."
Because you're not calling me just because my mom.
Listen,
your
man.
mom.
First of all,
when you stop liking me, your mom stopped liking me too. Because when I start liking somebody, my mom don't fuck with you. Period. She don't ask about you. And the only thing she said, remember that nigga that used to come over here? You don't fuck with him anymore.
See,
yeah, let's keep this shit a bean. My family treat women like we don't know. They don't know if you're gonna be around next year anyway. So they'll be like, "Oh, what happened to so and so, man? Fuck her." Yeah, we didn't like her anyway.
My family just said this is their friend. They don't ever say girlfriend, boyfriend. Like this is their friend.
Yeah.
I come from a family of men with loose morals, so like in a.
Yo, check on your friend. Did he die?
Yeah, all right.
Nah. You tough, right?
He got a beard now. Survive just need a beard and some tats. You are.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Unless he didn't close that door lightly.
Hopefully he brought his phone with him.
He got his phone.
Yeah.
Y'all funny as shit, though.
Yeah, that's what we do, man.
Y'all killing me.
But like, really, this is what we do. Like we definitely support like independence and black businesses that's thriving. But then when we get you up here, though, we just want to talk some shit with you, bro.
That's how it should be, though.
You get to close out with telling everybody where to find you. You never missed out on that part.
We definitely gonna let you plug all your outlets, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying, you gotta think like we get enough listeners to where you're not only selling your product, but then giving people a chance to know how you think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people willing to spend their money and support things that they feel personally connected to.
Right.
You know?
I wanted to pick up my edibles the other day, and my HR person, she was picking up her edibles at the same time.
Oh, now you got something in common.
And we already talked, and when she seen me, she was like, "Yo," and then she's like, "That's why." She's like, "That's why we connect." I was like, "Yeah, girl."
Yeah, sure.
The last one that I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah,
So we back. Stay Talking Ish Radio.
Yeah.
Well, Big Bad Radio. Stay Talking Ish
Watch it.
radio show. Hopefully, I guess don't bang his head again.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
We thought you fell out, passed out.
yeah, I thought you passed out, bro.
Yeah. Look. Now you
Came
got
back with some chips.
He had to come back with.
Yeah, man, you gotta go get this taken care of, though, man. Your lane look crazy, bro. You just crossed?
No, 13.
Oh yeah, you just crossed. But
You gotta watch them light skinned niggas with big beards.
get this thing, get your lane taken care of, man. You know what I mean? Get your lane straight out, man. Yeah, you know.
So man, did you see the chick Kima Show got her butt taken out?
Yeah, and she got light skin. But she's like really, yeah. Like she don't look like a thought no more.
She like, look, I got my money off of these joints.
Yeah, she did.
Let me take this shit out before it kills me.
No, it was about to kill her. That's why she got it taken out. Like they started leaking.
They said her pussy was stinking from the silicone.
And
Real talk. They said Nicki Minaj got that same problem, man. Like
Chemicals in your...
the chemicals in her butt doesn't make her pussy stink.
Oh, that's to your pH balance. That's wild. I'm with the natural anyway. I like natural.
Listen, I'll take a flat ass if it's a real ass.
Look, man, you can build that up. Relationships and
feed her some cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? Hit her up, shoot the club up a couple times. Man, you know what I'm saying? A law don't make no mistakes with your body, bro. A woman's body gonna start adapting. You start shooting the club up. It's gotta get ready for it's for childbearing.
His gotta start spreading.
His gotta start spreading. Ass gonna start getting wider. Cause like, one of these days we gonna catch on. So we might as well prepare.
It might not go outward, but it'll spread wider.
Like think about it. Why you think chicks getting on birth control? You done tricked your body into thinking you pregnant. Now all of a sudden, they titties and they ass start growing. But the problem is they can't control it, so then they still eating with crazy eating habits. And now they're fucking Mrs. Clump.
And mood swings and
yeah.
Ain't there another topic I want to talk about? And not our birth control shit.
I mean, listen.
Well, how do you feel about that, bro?
What happened to equality, man? We're all talking we're all friends here.
My dad was against birth control for his girls, so I never went on birth control. So, yeah. Never.
I'm for not doing it at all.
Whoa.
My dad was a realist. He said, I know when he found out that I lost my virginity, it broke his heart because I told him that I lost my virginity. And I know it broke his heart, but he handled it and he addressed everything, made sure I used protection and stuff like that. But my mom said he did go upstairs and cry. But
I think I would want to know that. Like,
I'd have split somebody's shit.
I'm not sure me and my daughter would have that type of relationship.
I've been all nice.
I had that relationship with my dad better than my mom. So
excuse me, light skinned nigga. The light skinned engineer said you gotta stop eating the chips.
In the mic.
I was supposed to slide this over to you.
I'm sorry.
but he been hanging around.
Yo, this is like light on light crime, man. Y'all motherfuckers, man.
Now I'm a little tan now. I can start acting aggressive.
Oh, wait till you get back from vacation. We gonna be telling him shit.
Yo, she wrote that down too.
She made that emphasis on the too loud, bro. See these big ass ones?
Too loud.
Like we like to be honest with our guests. So like if we say something and like you get offended, we really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm upset.
No, man. Yeah.
I'm like, that's okay.
It's cool.
We understand.
But like, are you like Drake upset or Mohamed Diallo upset?
I'm not really upset.
All right. Because if you Drake upset, then I'm cool with that. But if you about to start hopping out the trunk with an assault rifle, then
I'm going home.
Yeah, we don't.
I ain't see shit.
Yeah, we don't want you to leave here that type of upset. So, what time is it?
It's time to wrap it up,
Yeah.
man.
So we gonna let y'all. First of all, we want to thank y'all for coming through. You know what I mean? It was a great session with y'all, man. I know I got here kind of late, but for the most part, we was able to talk and get y'all point out everything that y'all want the people to know. So at this moment, just want to give y'all some time. Shout out all y'all social media handles, when the movie dropping, where they can purchase it, where they can see it. Just let the people know how they can get access to, what is it, Boston to Philly?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Boston to Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, so for Boston to Philly, like you can check us out on the social media. It's Boston, the number 2, Philly. We on Instagram, we on Facebook. I think we on Twitter as well.
Okay.
So you can follow us. You can on there as well. We got links to like the soundtrack that we released along with the movie. You can you get a link to, you can check out the link that should send you to the movie as well. So check us out on Boston to Philly. As for the stars in the movie, I'll let them shout out their socials.
Do you have your own social, or you run the Boston to Philly social?
No, I have my own socials. I'm Eric I Lovett. So Eric I Lovett on all media platforms. And I'll shout out to you.
All right, my turn. I'm Armond Jamison. That's my name on Facebook. It's my name in real life. Instagram, Johnny Blaze 2 with 2 H's. And Twitter, I don't really be on Twitter like that, but you can anyway. It's called Armond Exchange. Or you can just type in Armond Jamison. Either way, I'll pop up. Why you all shy, man?
I'm not shy. So on Facebook, you can, I guess, add me, Shayne Witherspoon. On Instagram, it's Pharaoh, Pharho. On Twitter, it's The Real Pharaoh. If you need beats, you can go to pharaoh.com. Want to listen to my music? Pharaoh on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Prime. The list goes on.
Also, I have a website, ericlovettjr.com. You can check out my video content there as well.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all follow these brothers. Make sure y'all support everything that they doing. Once again, Stay Talking Ish could be found on Instagram at Stay Talking Ish. We on iTunes. We got StayTalkingIsh.com, Twitter,
Stay Talking Ish Podcast on Facebook.
Stay Talking Ish Podcast. Stay Talking Sports. There's a lot of talking and shit.
Stay talking and right there.
Yeah. So just support us. Support the Brown Girl Experience. What is it? Cocktails and whatever.
Why don't you let us know yourself?
Yeah. Hey guys, it's the Brown Girl. You can always find me on the www.browngirlexperience.com. Listen.
Hey guys. Listen. No shout out to the ladies.
No.
Hey guys.
I always call everybody guys.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Equality though.
Yeah, I'm like I told the girls know. The girls know that when I say hey guys, that's what I mean. Everybody. So, but yeah, you guys can find me on www.browngirlexperience.com. You can find all the podcasts on there too for Cocktails and Conversation. You can also find the game Cocktails and Conversation on the website. Pick yourself up a game, have a game night. It's best played with friends and drinks. And wait, before we get started, and before we finish up, I just want to wish every guy out there, every man out there that is a father, stepping in the place of a father, an uncle, stepfathers, just anyone who loves on somebody's kid, just to make sure that they grow up in the right way. I want to wish y'all happy Father's Day.
Hey.
Woohoo. All right, Peace.
Peace.